Welcome to Eternal Philosophies. Did you know that Thomas Jefferson was born on April 13, 1743? That's right. One of the brightest minds in American history would be turning another year older this month. But who was he really? Behind the statues, the fancy signatures, and the $2 bill lies a man full of ideas, contradictions, and impact. Let's unravel the real Jefferson. Who was Thomas Jefferson? Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. You know that line about all men being created equal? That was him. But Jefferson was more than just a politician. He was a diplomat, philosopher, founding father, architect, and lifelong student of the world. He believed deeply in liberty, education, and the power of reason. He also designed buildings, collected thousands of books, and even helped introduce new foods to America. Yet, he was also a man of paradox. He preached freedom while owning slaves. He believed in limited government, but exercised presidential power boldly. Like many historical figures, his life invites both admiration and critical reflection. Jefferson's Curiosities, tools, gadgets, and ideas. Now here's where it gets fun. Jefferson wasn't just writing documents and founding universities. He was also a hands-on tinkerer, someone who loved experimenting with tools and tech of his time. While not all of these were invented by him, Jefferson had a knack for adopting, adapting, and sometimes even improving innovations he encountered. Let's look at a few of the most fascinating gadgets and creations associated with him. Swivel chair. That's right. Jefferson modified a chair to rotate, and legend has it, he used it while drafting the Declaration of Independence. Talk about spinning through history. Polygraph copying machine. Obsessed with record keeping, Jefferson used this dual pen machine to copy every letter as he wrote it. It became a symbol of his meticulous mind. Hodometer. Imagine traveling by horse and measuring miles with a homemade device. Jefferson did just that, adapting this tool for mapping and exploration. Revolving bookstand, designed so he could read 5 books at once. This wasn't multitasking, it was multi-reading. Cipher wheel, Jefferson disk, a tool for encoding secret messages. Jefferson's version laid the foundation for future U.S. military ciphers. Improved plow design. He didn't invent the plow, but he refined it with geometry and efficiency in mind, because even farming was a form of science to him. Double door mechanism. One door opens and the other follows, automatically. Elegant, practical, very Monticello. Architectural vision. Jefferson designed Monticello and the University of Virginia using classical inspiration. Columns, symmetry, and lots of natural light. He believed architecture could educate the soul. Alcove beds. Space-saving beds built into walls. Think cozy, clever, and totally colonial chic. Macaroni and ice cream. After trips to Europe, Jefferson helped bring pasta and even ice cream into American awareness. Not bad for a founding foodie. Cool, right? These aren't just inventions. They're windows into how he saw the world, as a puzzle waiting to be improved. 10 quotes by Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson wasn't short on words. Let's look at 10 powerful quotes that give us a glimpse into his thinking and what they still mean today. 1. I cannot live without books. This quote shows Jefferson's deep love for learning and literature. Books were more than objects, they were his fuel. 2. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. This quote reminds us that truthfulness is where all true knowledge begins. 3. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. This quote urges us to define ourselves not by thought, but by doing. 4. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. This quote reflects Jefferson's revolutionary edge, but also stirs debate for its radical tone. 5. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. This quote shows Jefferson's preference for hope and progress over nostalgia. 6. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty. This quote expresses his unwavering belief that democracy depends on informed citizens. 7. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. This quote is classic Jeffersonian self-control, calm before conflict. 8. He who permits himself to tell a lie once finds it much easier to do it a second and third time. This quote warns that dishonesty, once allowed, becomes a habit hard to break. 9. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. This quote is a call for adaptability in fashion, but firmness in values. 10. Never spend your money before you have it. This quote offers timeless advice. Financial discipline is freedom. So, who was Thomas Jefferson? He was a builder, a writer, a designer of ideas and spaces, a man of brilliance and contradiction. He reminds us that even those who shape nations are still human, capable of greatness, imperfection, and curiosity. If you enjoyed this journey through history and philosophy, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next mind we explore. This is Eternal Philosophies, where timeless wisdom lives on.